Hey, it's Sandy Freshy, Human Design Specialist, Coach and Consultant on Human Design. I'm just here with a quick video for those of you who may experience inconsistency in writing and or creating content. I know that I have that inconsistency, and I think I've got enough energy today to literally enough energy to express what that might be about through my own experience so that you may get some insight about your experience with that. So if you're a blogger, if you're a writer, if you teach classes, whatever it is that you do, and sometimes you feel like you're under pressure to get certain things out at certain times, and it just feels like you're slogging through mud to do that. Obviously the energy is not there to express at that time. So let me show you some things through my own human design chart that may apply to you, some of the energy dynamics that may apply to you, and I'll also share with you some of the things that I do to work with that dynamic. So if you are not familiar with human design, or you don't have your human design chart, you're welcome to go to my website at sandyfreshy.com, and I have a link there on the page to get your Harmonious Work and Life Human Design Kit, and that comes with a copy of your charts and some information and some videos to give you an introduction as to what this is all about. So if you're familiar with the Hindu chakra system, this body graph here may look vaguely familiar. The Hindu chakra system has 7 chakras that are represented that come up the body, straight up through the center of the body. We have 9 centers in human design, and basically that has to do with further refinement of how we experience certain energies and the way that they function in our bodies. So if you look here at the 3rd center down, you'll see the throat center, which in the chakra system would be the throat chakra. Whenever there's a center that, or anywhere in your chart that is white or not colored in, it means that you have inconsistent access to that energy. So for me, my throat center is undefined or white. And that means that I have inconsistent access to the energy to express and manifest. So the energy comes, the energy goes. When it's here through other people or through the energy in my environment, then I have a lot of energy to express myself and to manifest. The other aspect of this is that the way that I express and when I express depends on whether or not there are motorized centers that are connected to my throat via these colored in lines. One of these lines here, a half line on this full continuum, is known as a gate. It's related to one of the hexagrams of the I Ching that, as we interpret it in human design, is interpreted as a theme or an archetype that we consistently work with in our lives. So when 2 gates come together, and you see I have for instance, the 12, but I don't have the 22. So when somebody else who comes into my life has the 22, or any of these other gates that come together that would motorize or that would activate or define the energy for emotion, which is this center here on the right that I'm circling with my cursor, this means that I get motorized emotional energy up to my throat. Same here with the will center. This is the center for willpower. It's the center for ego. It's the center for value and worth. And if somebody came into my life, or if the energy came into my environment for the gate 21, then I would get energy up to my throat. motorized energy up to my throat. Same with the sacral center and the root center, and you can see the various different possibilities for that motorized energy to come up through to the throat so that I would have the support for manifestation. The other aspect of this in terms of writing and expression is what's going through your head. And you can see here that these centers are colored in, which means that I have a consistent thought process. Now, if your centers are white or undefined, your thought processes kind of depend on who's around you and what they're thinking. So you may have a way of taking in information, and if you're really observing that it's not necessarily yours, you can just enjoy it and let it go and allow the ideas to come and go. However, if you don't have the energy or the gates that would bring that down to the throat for expression, then it's still kind of stuck up in the head. Now, there's an extra little thing in my chart with the channel 6447 that really makes it so that I need to rely on timing for the clarity of my ideas, because this is, I consistently deal with a theme of confusion to epiphany. So it makes me very visual. It makes me, and if you have this, you would be very visual. A lot of times you would see that you'll see things in a visual representation. You'll love things like vision boards and also organizing systems where you can see things right out in front of you. And in terms of ideas and clarity of your ideas, a lot of times it feels like you've got puzzle pieces running around in your head, and all of these images, and eventually they'll come together, a lot of times all at once, so that the big picture is seen all at once. Now, that's really great if you can wait, if you know that you've got that going on and you can wait, and then allow the energies in your environment and other people to bring that energy to you that would get it to your throat for expression. Otherwise, it's still just up here waiting to be expressed. So to recap, if you have no motors that connect to your throat, even if your throat is colored in, you really need to wait for either other people to invite your expression out of you via questions, or if you're a generator and you have the sacral motor, you're always responding to things in your environment that may bring the energy that would connect your sacral or another motorized center up to your throat so that you can express. Or you may need to wait for clarity, either through your decision-making authority, which is something that we go into very deeply if you get a human design reading or you take one of my classes. And this is the foundation for really understanding how you're designed to make decisions, big decisions in your life. But also, it's also about the timing of your own clarity. So there's if you can fine-tune and understand how long you need to wait, or understand that you do need to wait in certain ways, and you know what you're waiting for to get this energy to your throat to express, then you will make far better use of your time when you sit down to attempt to create content, or to blog, or to write your book, or whatever it is that you do. So what I've discovered when I really need to get something out, and the energy's just not there when I'm sitting at my desk by myself, is that if I take my laptop to a coffee shop or to the library where people are thinking anyway and engaged in that kind of energy, I'll be far more productive, and my mode of expression will be a lot clearer. Now, for those of you who are a little more advanced in your understanding of human design, you'll understand this aspect, and I'm not going to go into it deeply here, but I've been watching my energy levels and what I have the energy for over the past, well, the past 7+ years of my own process of my own human design experiment, but specifically for blogging and self-expression and things like that. And I've just been observing when the energy is here and when it's not, and looking at the transits, just like in astrology, we have energy transits that come in and bring us certain energies, these themes that that we don't necessarily have consistently on our own. And there's a way that you can do that. I won't go into that here, but you can, if you know how to get a Just Now chart, or if you have a human design app that shows you the current transits, or if you get a human design ephemeris, you can start to track when these gates come in that will hook up some of your hanging gates so that you have the motorized energy going to your throat. And then you can begin to observe how different these different themes that come in to your life will bring you different types of energy for you to experience different things. So for instance, today, the 3420, today is 7/5/2017. I try to, I'm trying not to date stamp my videos, but just as point of instruction for understanding how the transits work. This morning I woke up with a lot of energy, and when I checked my human design app for the daily transits, I realized that the 34 is in the moon until I think 5 o'clock this afternoon, and the 20 is also in. I don't remember where it is in the planetary configurations. This energy, the 3420, brings sacral energy to the throat. So I woke up with a lot of energy, and as you notice, there's not any consistent sacral energy in my design, so there's not consistent energy to work and be busy with activities. So I know, and I felt it in my body prior to checking, that there was energy for me to get some things done today. And then, when the transit of the 34 goes out this evening, I know that I will feel more like resting, relaxing, and recouping. So, and also today I feel like I have energy to my throat. So that's an example of how I follow the transits. So if you're struggling with your own energy to express, and you're really and you're really beating yourself up about it, and you feel like you have these imposed deadlines where you need to blog 3 times a week, I don't do that, and it's not natural for me. But if you're trying to impose somebody else's rhythm onto your natural rhythm of expression, I just want to invite you to relax about it and really start to settle into feeling how you feel at each point where you feel like you need to do something to express yourself. And then, allow your inner wisdom to guide you through the process of your own rhythm for expansion, and allow your own body's activations to dance with the energies around you in a graceful and harmonious way, and to dance with the energies of other people in a graceful and harmonious way, so that what needs to be expressed will be expressed in the perfect time. So again, I invite you to come in to my website at sandyfreshy.com. I hope this has given you some insight if you're really struggling with deadlines for writing and instructing and all of those things that we who like to interact online need to do in order to connect with other people. So until the next time, be well, be happy, be joyful, and more to come when the energy comes back again for me to express.